Hello, my fellow griefers and trolls. Eric the Plague Doctor, 981YT here, or as I'm known on Twitch, Plague Doctor 98TTV. And beekos, welcome back to more Elder Scrolls Online, my favorite multiplayer game of all time. So, in this one, beekos, we will be concluding the main zone story for Solstice. This will be the conclusion for part 1 of Season of the Worm. And then I think part 2 is supposed to drop later this year. But yeah. So as I understand it, it's going to be dropping later this year. But I was fucking right. And I just want to say that to those who missed the last video, I highly recommend you go and check that out. But also, I just want to say, I was right. I had a theory as to what the Worm Cult was, you know, actually up to in regards to their vile plot. Because this whole destroy the continent thing that we were led to believe in the prologue quest, I just wasn't buying it. It was a little too, what's the word I'm looking for? Generic and basic for, the, Worm Cult. And given that, Metamarco shows up later as, a main villain more than once throughout the series, obviously he was gonna show up, at some point. It would only make sense that he would show up again. So yeah, I had theorized that the Worm Cult was using, this destroy the continent bullshit as a cover story. And that they were actually planning to use the Soul Reapers to bring Metamarco back from the dead. Because, I mean, they'd have to. Because they'd have to find some way to explain how he shows up in later games. But, yeah. So, I was right. We learned in the last video that I was right about that. I was on the fucking money. And I'm very proud of myself for that. I'm not sure if I should be, but I'm very proud of myself. But yeah, so we got we're on quest 4 of 5, so we only have 2 quests left to do. So let's go into the shrine to Sithis. All right.
5 Claw, over here.
Raz. Okay.
Raz poked around several old Argonian ruins before returning to Sunport empty-handed. He never thought to visit an ancient ball court until Gabrielle showed up and sent him here. With great urgency, one might add. Imagine his surprise.
Have you noticed anything unusual since you got here?
If you consider High Necromancer Wormblood to be unusual, then yes. He arrived just before you, and he brought friends. They entered the old ball court just ahead. Raz wondered if they came to play a game, but no one invited him to join in.
Wow. I can think of some games I'd like to play with you, Raz.
Indeed. This one must confess he is a little surprised and intrigued. But perhaps we should defer this interesting conversation until we have dealt with the matter at hand. Now remind Raz, what is Wormblood looking for here?
Dude, I love this. God, this is gonna make me horny. I'm a freak. Sorry. Not sorry. Um, Later then, Wormbloods after a relic called the Gift of Death. Vanus Galarian told us it's here.
If Wormblood is here, Vanus must have a knowledgeable source indeed. This one heard Wormblood tell his minions to seek the Ball Court's ritual altar to the north. Time for Five Claw and the Queen's Eye to save the day, yes?
Okay. Shit. Flirting with Roz has me distracted.
Look at the seating tiers, the carvings. Raz had no idea Tibahatse was so important. You want to die? Fine.
Okay, I'm amazed that worked. Yeah, Tibahatsa is very important to Argonians.
Aha! Look, Five Claw. Wormblood is here. This is our chance.
Fellowship fools. To me, faithful of the Black Worm, destroy these interlopers. Fight! Kill them already!
Wormblood, I defeated your boss. And I defeated Molag Bal. I don't think you're much of a threat to me, buddy.
I have a better enough.
This one senses danger. Quick, Five Claw. Hide behind the pillar.
Oh, that was nearly lethal.
You are a more worthy opponent than I expected.
And down they go.
You'd think he would have been more prepared to fight the Vestige.
I tire of this dance. I reclaim my power from these flimsy vessels.
Right, come and fight me yourself, you fucking pussy.
Again, take cover, Five Claw. Another dead bird.
My hold
You
and
begin
my
to bore
followers
us, Worm
would-
Kisser.
Quiet! You mangy cat.
Hey! No, you don't talk about Raz that way. I'm not
Take the
gonna
relic,
fucking...
Five Claw, and let us be on our way. Raz does not like the feel of this place.
So this is the Gift of Death. Interesting.
Dark moons. He's coming back to life. It is foolish to fight a foe who cannot die. Destroy the columns. Bring down the shrine. Raz will pin Wormblood to the floor. Go, Five Claw! Get the Gift of Death back to Sunport. Raz will be fine.
You better.
Gabrielle recounted what you learned from Vaunus Galerian. Dire tidings indeed. Was he right about the sacred Tiba Hatse court? Was Wormblood there? Did you find the gift of death?
It was the right place, all right, and we've got the gift of death.
Excellent news, I think. We still don't know exactly why the Worm Cult needs the gift of death to restore Manamarco, if that is indeed their intention, but at least the Worm Cult doesn't have it. What happened with Wormblood?
We killed Wormblood, but he brought himself back to life.
Immediate resurrection? What kind of power is he able to call upon? Only legendary necromancers or a few fated heroes can do that. If Wormblood can't die, how did you and Razumdar defeat him?
Raz helped me trap Wormblood under rubble. I got out with the gift of death.
You did well to keep the gift of death from Wormblood. Better yet, you found a way to speak with Vaunus Galerian. Knowledge is a mighty weapon in this war of secrets. Now we know what awaits us behind the writhing wall. I thank you.
Oh, we got a
comrade.
tiara.
Raz is here.
The Fellowship faces
It
difficult
takes more than a
decisions.
falling building
Let us
to
talk,
send this one
comrade.
to the sands behind the stars.
Okay, what does this tiara look like? Yeah. I am not a fan of that. Archmage Whisper? All right.
While you were searching Vosga Shrine, Gabrielle told me of your communication with Vaunus Galerian. Soul Reapers feeding the Writhing Wall? A new plane meld? The situation on Solstice is worse than I thought, but I might have an idea.
I mean, as if them trying to resurrect Manamarco wasn't bad enough, yeah. An idea.
Thanks to you, we now have something Wormblood wants, the gift of death. As long as we hold it, his plans remain unfulfilled. Returning Manamarco to life, expanding the Writhing Wall, whatever he needs it for. That gives us a degree of influence.
Influence in what way?
Wormblood needs the gift, and we have it. We can use that to lead him to a spot of our choosing. This provides us one advantage. An advantage I believe we must seize with all due haste. Will you help me turn the gift of death against the Worm Cult?
I'll help you figure out how to use the gift of death.
We have the
knows.
relic Wormblood seeks. What do we do with it?
He has Manamarco's body. We cannot allow Wormblood to bring him back.
We have something else, too. Raz snatched this key from Wormblood during our struggle.
A key. Let me see that. Aha!
Okay, what did Gabrielle find?
Why am I not surprised Raz went through Wormblood's pockets? I recognize the crest on this key. I noticed it on a crypt by a ruined estate. Coralania Manor, if I'm not mistaken. I passed by the place when I first arrived on Solstice.
Okay, did you notice anything unusual about it?
Not at the time. It's a rather impressive mausoleum of ancient High Elf architecture, centuries old. I imagine some of Regent Corinway's ancestors are laid to rest there. I think you'd better look into it.
Alright. Looking into it, we shall. Alright. Oh, we got options. This is what I get for looking at my phone while I was listening to her. Okay. Okay, okay. Let's be cordial. I've been abusing the mean option a bit too much, but yeah. Let's not abuse that, even though that's what I'm leaning towards. All right. But they keep dead things in crypts, don't they?
One can't take on necromancers without poking around in a tomb or two. Take the key and investigate Coralania Crypt. Find out why Wormblood was interested in the place. In the meantime, I'll take a closer look at the Gift of Death.
Of course! I'll go to the crypt and see what's in there.
Coralania Crypt lies south of Sunport. Take someone along to help you. Scordo should do. And be careful, friend. The ancient Coralanias were necromancers too. The worm cult might not be the only danger in that tomb.
Huh. What could Wormblood want from the ancient dead of House Coralania?
Necromancers are always interested in the dead, friend. But Wormblood's orders
Fair
to
point,
Farinor
yeah.
mentioned that he was looking for the Gift of Death's location. My guess is that he went to Coralania Crypt in search of information.
Wormblood might already be done with the crypt then.
Possibly. But the place could still be dangerous. You might run into spirits disturbed by worm cult activity. Some necromancers take care not to anger the dead with their rituals. Not the worm cult.
I'll meet you at the crypt, pal. We'll find whatever it is we're supposed to find.
Okay, yeah, this is interesting though. I'm wondering what power, though, the Gift of Death is gonna hold. Is that in town? Huh, it might be in town. Oh, it's not that far away.
Stand firm, wretched mage, and answer my questions quadratic.
This looks like the place.
Hey, pal.
Oh,
I
Scordo.
haven't gone in yet, but it looks like someone's been here. I hate crypts. Why is it I always have to go into one for some Tuscan reason or another? Smashing skulls, screaming back at wraiths. Can't stand it. The dead ought to stay dead.
You said someone's been here. Did you find something?
Some faint boot prints on the steps of the mausoleum. Scuff marks, too. That door's been opened recently. Of course, I guess we knew that already since Wormblood had the key in his pocket.
Think the worm cult is still in there?
Your guess is as good as mine. But even if they aren't, they might have riled up the dead in this place. When you've been in as many crypts and tombs as I have, you get a feel for that sort of thing. Well, no point putting it off. Come on, let's get this over with. Look at this place. Elves sure build fancy tombs.
Who's next?
Dude, I'm fucking busy! The Gildan keeps inviting me. Okay, what are we even looking for in here? Oh, it's upstairs. Okay.
Downstairs, pal. Think we found
This looks like the place.
and it don't look good.
Be gone! I have nothing more to say to you, necromancer.
Someone in that tomb's been talking to Wormblood. Disable that barrier and we might learn something. Careful there. They weren't fooling around.
I am here, curse you! What else do you... Wait... You are not Wormblood. Who are you? Is this some new ruse? A trick to win my confidence after Wormblood drew my soul from the afterlife and compelled me to speak? I will tell you no more than I told your master. Unless... wait... You are no follower of the Black Worm.
I'm trying to stop Wormblood. You said he compelled you to speak?
Yes. He bound me with this crystal and tormented me, questioning me about the location of a relic from ancient times. Glorious times. The gift of death. Stolen long ago, yet I found it. Alas, Wormblood wrested the secret from me.
Oh, you just gave up the gift of death? You're a brave spirit, aren't you? Just tell me what it fucking does.
Wormblood's crystal pins me to this place. I cannot bear it. Listen, the gift of death can recall to life any departed soul, at the cost of a willing sacrifice. A life for a life. But it is also a key to great power.
Great power? What do you mean?
There is a secret place in Eastern Solstice. Wormblood found it and draws upon its power. That is why his necromancy is so strong. Yet with the gift of death, he could unlock its full might. I will say no more. Now, release me!
You will tell me everything, or I'll leave you here.
No, do not leave! Long ago, Molag Bal's servants built a mighty temple to harvest souls departing the mortal plane. The forces of light defeated Mornaril and sealed its heart, but the gift could wake it. Release me, please!
I'll think about it. How do I release you?
Wormblood left a focus in this chamber, the Ghost Weld crystal before you. It pins me in this plane, and allowed him to project himself here when he wished to question me. Take it with you when you go, and I will be free!
What is the gift of death? Where did it come from?
The gift is ancient beyond reckoning. When my ancestors ruled in Hammerfell, their explorers found it hidden in Solstice's Daedric ruins. It became an heirloom of House Corellania, a mighty relic that could bestow a life for a life.
Interesting. So someone has to die for another to live.
Someone willing. My ancestors found that threats or compulsion did not work. Yet there was a cost. The soul sacrificed with the gift was simply gone. Trapped in the relic, banished to some gray void, or destroyed entirely. No one could say.
How did the gift of death come to be in the Vosga Shrine?
When my people turned on their kinlord, they hid the gift. They could not trust themselves to leave it buried, so they asked the Argonian death dancers to hide it. I only learned where after decades of searching. I died before I could retrieve it.
Can you tell me who you were in life?
My time was long ago. I was cousin to both the last kinlord of House Corellania and the upstart who deposed him. Kinlord Istamil revived the ways of our ancestors in Hammerfell to maintain power, but Vinyu Tilmo feared our own heritage.
Interesting. Ways of your ancestors, what do you mean?
Our people had all but forgotten our gift for necromancy. Istamil reforged the ancient pacts with our Daedric patrons and revived the practice. Yet some of our own kin resisted the Kinlord's commands. All Solstice was divided.
Interesting. And what part did you play in that?
I served as advisor to the Kinlord, but Vinyu Tilmo was victorious. After Istamil's fall, our people turned from the old ways. I was forced into hiding, and spent the rest of my days seeking a way to reverse our loss, such as the gift of death.
Okay, let's free him.
Peace once again.
Gabrielle's going to want to see that crystal. She's probably holed up in the Regent's study with the Gift of Death.
Oh, too far. Oh, we need to go back to town. Okay. Okay, so here we are, Palace District.
There you are. Scordo told me a little about the crypt. Let's compare notes. I examined the Gift of Death, and I must say I've never seen anything quite like it. It's Daedric in origin, that much is clear. Now what exactly did you learn in the crypt?
The Gift of Death can recall any departed soul to life, but it requires a willing sacrifice.
I suspected something like that. No Daedric gift comes without a price. Given the Worm Cult's efforts to bring Manimarco's remains here to Solstice, I think we know whom they intend to bring back. What else did you learn?
Worm blood draws his power from a cursed place in Eastern Solstice.
That explains much. Why the Worm Cult came to Solstice, where the Reapers send stolen souls, how they raised the Writhing Wall, sever that connection, and we can defeat Wormblood. The blessed bell we found at Meridia's temple could do it.
The temple bell can sever Wormblood from his source of power? How?
By sending him to the Colored Rooms, Wormblood would be vulnerable in Meridia's realm. Prince Azaz suggested using the Gift of Death as bait. Now I know where we need Wormblood to be. The old temple courtyard. But how do we reach him?
Wormblood used this ghost weld crystal to communicate with Corylania spirit.
Perfect. I can reverse the connection to summon his projection. Place the crystal over there. We need a plausible bargain. Offer Wormblood the gift of death for Vana Scalarian. Insist on meeting in the temple courtyard for the exchange.
Very well.
I hoped the gift might serve as bait. I just wasn't sure what kind of trap we needed. Go on, comrade.
Place your crystal there,
You again?
and let's see if we can reach
This
Wormblood.
is an unwelcome surprise.
Dug your way out? Pity. This one hoped you were still squashed under a building.
Charming. What can I do for the so-called Stirk Fellowship?
Interesting. Oh, it's
I
Wormblood.
left that projection crystal in a Coralania crypt. A mistake, perhaps. No doubt Arveril told you about our conversations. And the gift of death. So why have you summoned me?
You want the gift of death? We want to make a deal.
I see little point in bargaining. You know my power. It is only a matter of time before I take the gift of death. But I'll play along. What do you expect me to offer in trade?
I could talk shit about Vanus. We'll take Vana Scalarian off your hands. He must be getting on your nerves by now.
Clearly, you are acquainted with Galarian. Still, your offer is interesting. Very well, then. Bring the gift of death to the writhing wall. My servants will bring you across. I will be waiting for you with the Archmage.
Nah, somewhere quiet and scenic, without bystanders around. The courtyard of Broken Light Temple.
A crumbling ruin dedicated to an uncaring mistress. As you wish. We will meet at the old temple. But if you deal falsely with me, my forces will descend upon Sunport and slaughter everyone within its walls. It is well within my power.
Would I lie to you? Just bring Vanus.
It is arranged. Do not keep me waiting.
We won't. Well done, friend.
All right.
That was rather exhausting. Anyway, nicely done. I wasn't sure Wormblood would agree to meet on our terms, but you convinced him. You should head to Broken Light Courtyard. I'll finalize plans with Prince Azza and meet you there.
Wormblood's coming. What do we need to do to get ready?
We'll gather all the forces we can, but we must make haste. We have to set our trap and conceal it before Wormblood arrives. He will certainly be on his guard, which means you must be ready for a fight.
I am always ready for a fight. Okay. Um, where are we headed? Okay, it's that way. We're veering off course a little bit.
Go aid me, Lady Meridia. Help me find what I seek.
Meridia can suck a dick.
Nothing here. I need to get inside. Traveler, please join my sacred mission.
Okay, here
We're
we
almost
go.
ready, friend. Prince Azal will tell you how you can help.
Any sign of Wormblood yet? No? I suspect he is not far off. Let us hope he does not detect Gabrielle's preparations. Which reminds me, you have a special place in our plan.
What do you want me to do?
You're the linchpin of our plan. We restored the temple bell and put it in place above the gate. Strike it at the right moment, and it will create a powerful pulse of Meridia's light. Gabrielle will use that to trap Wormblood.
Got it. What's the right moment to ring the bell?
Strike the bell when Gabrielle begins to cast. That will send the courtyard and everyone in it to the colored rooms. We must protect each other in there. I'll guard Gabrielle. Speak with the representatives and choose one to team up with.
All right.
There is a mallet on the landing above. Choose a champion to stand with you and take it when you get into position. If Wormblood surprises us with some unexpected trick, you may need a stout comrade at your side. Gabrielle tells me you found her in this courtyard when you first arrived in Solstice. Vaunus Galerian's staff drew her to this old temple. It reminded her that Meridia could be a powerful ally against the Worm Cult.
That is very true.
An old scroll described how Meridia's followers used the bell to visit the colored rooms. Striking the bell opens the way to Meridia's realm. Gabrielle will modify that, however. When you ring the bell, her spell will give Wormblood a push.
Interesting. Won't he just leave?
Gabrielle believes Meridia's influence will prevent that. It is easier to get into a Daedric prince's realm than it is to leave, especially against her will. But we should act swiftly once we spring our trap. We don't want him to escape.
What about the gift of death? Is that part of the plan?
Only as bait, comrade. I would have preferred not to bring the gift of death at all. No reason to let Wormblood get close to it. But he may have a way to sense whether we brought it, so Gabrielle has the gift with her.
Waxen, Ash, Scordo. Can I choose Raz, please? Yes, I can choose
This one
Raz.
has seen that you need a little help in a fight, Five Claw. Still, we make a good team. Raz would be happy to help you kill Wormblood. Again. This time for good, yes?
The plan is for me to pick an Alliance representative to fight beside me in the colored rooms.
Is that really that tough a decision, Five Claw? Raz is Raz. The sparkle of Queen Irene's eye and the most adored agent of the Dominion. Let Raz distract and annoy Wormblood, while you sneak up close and land the killing blow.
You're the sparkle of my eye too, Raz. Just be careful in there.
Raz just sparkles. It is his nature. But do not worry for Raz. This one is best at what he does, and he still has a few of his 9 lives to spare. Everything will be fine. Let us take care of this business. Then we can discuss pleasure.
Oh, I like the sound of that. I can't wait. Stay close to me, Raz. We'll do this together.
This one has never been to the colored rooms, but he is happy to follow you there, Five Claw.
Okay, I am, liking this. Oh, when part 2 comes out, I hope we can flirt with Raz more. Oh, God.
I'm ready. Get into position, friend. Wormblood should arrive at any moment.
I am here, and I brought Galarian.
It appears you brought some friends, too.
I will honor our agreement if you hand over the gift of death.
I'll get it for you. Right now!
Bibbidi bobbidi boo! I was expecting that to instantly transport us, not gonna lie. Ow! Ugh. It looks a lot different than the last time we were here.
It worked!
The spell scattered worm cultists in all directions. Be careful.
Why do the portals keep scattering us? Keep going!
The gift is close. Summon the sarcophagus. We shall begin the ritual.
What trickery is this?
The plan worked. Now we just need to find Wormblood. Listen! Wormblood is here.
Stay ready. Never know what else
A
might be
flesh
headed our way.
Atronach? Oh, Faranor's work to be sure.
I think we just keep following the path in spite of that.
This day,
Up by that wall. It's Faunus Galerian.
Is anyone here? Gabrielle? Gabrielle, where are you? I need help.
Vanus, we're here. You're safe now. You're not Vanus.
So easily fooled. A poisoned blade for you, dear Gabrielle. I'll take the gift of death now.
No, traitor. You won't. Asa.
Gabrielle! No!
Friend, I'm dying. I need you to do as I ask. Use the gift of death on me. We need to make sure Wormblood can't use it. This isn't the way I hoped things would go. Baranor's blade saw to that. But we have one more chance to defeat Wormblood. Stop him from bringing back Manamarco. You have to use the gift of death on me.
There must be something we can do.
No time. We know the gift of death requires a willing sacrifice. A soul for a soul. I'm willing. Hurry, friend. This is the
Your
only
death
way
will not
to
be
deny
in vain,
Wormblood the gift of
Gabrielle.
death. I knew you'd understand. I'm dying anyway. And we can't let Wormblood use the gift to bring back Manamarco. Thank you, friend. I knew I could count on you.
Your sacrifice will be remembered. Oh, I liked her. That's unfortunate.
What have those fools done to the gift? Continue the ritual.
Darian. They need you.
Gabrielle? Wait, Gabrielle?
Darian! Oh my god!
Herself for me? Wait. This relic. It's a light of Meridia.
No! The gift is mine! Rise, Lord Monomarco! Rise!
The worm cult? That's why Gabrielle called me back? Alright, grab the light. Meridia, lend me your
Is this
strength.
the real
You
Darian?
owe me.
Or the Golden Knight?
Baranor, the ritual has reached a crucial stage. Make sure I am not interrupted.
Oh, I don't like
Wait.
that.
I am not the vessel! No!
Your body is mine now, Wormblood. Monomarco lives.
Come on, let's stop this bastard. Again.
Baranor, protect me while I restore my power. These Reapers should serve.
You fools! The King of Worms is back! You've already lost!
Well, I knew he was gonna come back, girl. I have foresight on my side. Wow, and I titled this The Gift of Death before knowing,
No! Oh, you'll pay for that!
without knowing that Gabrielle was going to do that. So that was a nice little coincidence. Although I'm honest to God happy Darian's back. I love Darian.
Behind me! Come to me, my servants!
Focus.
Baranor has fallen? No matter. My strength returns.
Here, the relic, the light of Meridia.
Curse you!
Trust me.
What
Use
have
it on
you
the worm
done?
cult's devices.
Meridia's champion has put an end to this madness.
Oh, wait.
You deny Monomarco at your own
Is this
peril.
why he looks
When
different
next we meet,
in
you
the
will
fucking
pay for every insult,
in every
past
game? I mean, he
and
looks
present.
because he's doesn't have his original body.
I had a feeling those necromantic devices couldn't stand up to a light of Meridia. What did Manamarco call them? Soul Reapers? Anyway, bet you're surprised to see me. Guess I am too. Gabrielle was here, but she's gone. What's going on?
Gabrielle sacrificed herself to bring you back. to help us fight the worm cult.
I don't understand. I was Meridia's weapon. Spent my life fighting Molag Bal and the worm cult. I'd gladly do it again. But I never would have wanted Gabrielle to give up her life for mine. Why did she do this?
She cared for you, Darien. Dying, she knew the gift of death could restore you while denying Wormblood.
I see. That sounds like something Gabrielle would do. The gift of death. It was a corrupted light of Meridia. When you called upon it here in this realm, you purified it, restored it to its true form. But what was that about Wormblood?
He tried to use the gift to resurrect Manamarco. Gabrielle stopped that, so he possessed Wormblood.
That's why he took off. Without his own body, Manamarco will need time to restore himself to his full power. But if he has more of those Soul Reapers, he won't have any shortage of power to pull from. At least we have a restored light of Meridia.
You knew the light of Meridia could destroy the Soul Reapers? How?
I just knew. Here, I'll carry the light. Meridia and her gifts can be dangerous. Manamarco's spirit possessed that cultist, so I know we've got problems. If Gabrielle wanted me to help, I'm in. Let's get out of here. It isn't as safe as you think.
Vanis Galerian's staff is safe with me. I did not think we should leave it behind.
It's awesome having Darien back. What a cheap fucking way, though, to bring him back. I like it, though. Darien was worth it. Oh, max level. Damn.
Thank you for the light, Sir Darien. Gabrielle left notes that may prove useful. Murmel is working on them now.
Brave Gabrielle. May her toes be forever warmed by the golden sands.
Over here, comrade. We have... Even though Manamarco has returned and escaped in the body of Wormblood, I consider this a victory. Gabrielle's sacrifice denied him the gift of death, and gave us a weapon against the writhing wall. And we should remember that help is on the way.
Help is coming?
We were but a vanguard. Our soldiers held the line and prepared the way for a mightier army to come. The forces of the three alliances. The representatives all agreed that the threat is indeed dire and sent word to their leaders to send troops.
When will the reinforcements get here?
As soon as the ships carrying them sail from Tamriel. Yet numbers are but one step to our victory. Gabrielle's sacrifice brought us a powerful ally in Darien Gautier and the light of Meridia, a mighty weapon against the worm cult's darkness.
What exactly will the light do?
You saw what the light did to the cult's Soul Reapers. It freed the stolen soul energy in the blink of an eye and shattered the devices. Manamarco was forced to retreat. The writhing wall consists of soul energy too, so our next step is clear.
You want to use the light of Meridia to breach the wall?
We must try. Vanis Galerian, the worm cult's new plane meld, Manamarco himself, they are on the other side of the wall. You and Gabrielle gave us a way to breach it. All that remains is to make ready our assault. Thank you, my friend.
There's the sloth.
No single act of justice.
Solstice thanks you all. You have sacrificed much on our behalf. I shall miss Gabrielle.
Gabrielle chose.
Oh,
a
I was
good
expecting
death.
a mount. That's
Her
disappointing.
sacrifice will never be forgotten.
Grief is often the price of valor. All we can do is honor the choices of those who fell. Gabrielle would not want us to mourn over long, nor would Merrick at Azwala. They would want us to carry on with the fight. And we will not fight alone for much. Look to the sea, my friends. The three alliances will soon join our cause.
Let's get out there.
Alright, well, beekos, this is where we end things. I will be continuing videos because we got delves and other stuff to explore and do, so that's the plan. And since we're only missing one lore book, I might do that too. So, yeah. Metamarco's back. I'm curious to how he's going to fall in line with, the rest of the timeline, given that obviously he doesn't die. He's believed dead, but, like, he's never actually gone until the events of Oblivion, unless they bring him back in Elder Scrolls 6. Because I swear to God, if I have to kill that motherfucker one more time, I'm gonna lose it. Because, let's see. Killed him in ESO. Killed him in Daggerfall. Killed him in Oblivion. That's like... Yeah, that's like 3 times we've killed him. So if we have to deal with that motherfucker one more time, I'm gonna lose it. So, yeah, I look forward to exploring and doing all the filling out the zone guide with everybody. But, yeah. I'm curious to how Season of the Worm Part 2 is going to look. So, until the next one, beekos, this has been Eric the Plague Doctor, 981YT, or as I'm known on Twitch, Plague Doctor 98TTV. And I will see all of you guys in the next one. Later tonight, Michael and I should be streaming Deceit 2 and getting up to our usual shenanigans for that. So until then, bye!